Hey guys, can you hear me? Just a second. Yeah, can you hear me? Good evening. I have a doubt regarding copy paste. Okay, you can hear me. Cool. So when you share your screen with me, do show it to me. What exactly, which part of code we are talking about? Okay, just let me know whenever you will be sharing your screen. Okay, cool. So, only five people so far. Okay. So I am hoping that all the five of you have worked on creating a skill or something. So let's start off with the doubts then. If you have any doubts, first let's try to solve them. Then we'll go to the other part. So Suachala, you have some doubts, no? Like copy and paste the code. So could you just try to share your screen and let me know what part of code we are talking about?
Ma'am, I actually joined through phone, ma'am, so I couldn't.
So how do you? So how should we solve the doubt? Acha, the same doubt I think Annam is having, right? So if Annam can share your screen and show it to me, because she said you
Good
are
evening,
facing
ma'am.
this. Yeah. Good evening. Are you on your laptop?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please share your screen? If both of you have the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
doubts, so then you can look at it.
Okay, ma'am. I will share my screen.
Let's see what all skills you have created. Yeah, I can see your screen. Amazon Developer Console. Go to the first one itself. Mm-hmm. Um, why is Alexa not coming? Hold on. At the top, or let me just try. 1 second. Yeah. Take this. Anam. Take this link. It's the same. However, this should take you to the console directly.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Sign in. Okay. Okay. So you have invoked. You can click on got it since we cannot see anything beyond that. So you said you invoked it. Okay, years, fun facts, and the world's youngest parents were 8 and 9 and lived in China. Okay, so could you tell me what are the doubts in this? Like,
Miss, I'm not getting the result, ma'am. It's a
what is
graded
your
name.
what is your expected output?
Here I
Okay,
have created some fun facts, ma'am.
can we go to funfacts.js for a second? Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is all your fun facts. Okay. Now what I want you to do is one second. At the top you have build, right? So can you just go to build once? Just next to code, there is a build option. If you see,
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
yeah, you go there. On the left hand side, there should be an option of invocation name. So can you just go
Yes, ma'am.
there?
I changed it to fun facts testing.
Okay.
I changed it.
Could we name it something? Because when you say fun facts testing, so it is invoking a previously created skill. So instead of this, name it something else, anything you want. So when you save it, no, so you get see if it is already existing or not. Save it, scroll up and try to save it and build the model. Skill saved. So when you build it over here, only you get to know. You will okay. That is the name already exists, so no.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am. It is
So
successfully
it
done.
was TTT fun facts, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Let's go to code and now let's try to test it. Sorry, let's go to test and try to test it. My
Testing.
bad, sorry. So first let's invoke.
Here I could give invocation name, ma'am.
So open, yeah, TTT fun facts, whatever the invocation name is there.
ATT testing.
It was TTT testing, okay.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there you go. So now the first thing it is doing is welcome. You can say hello or help. That is the by default response given by Alexa. Now, if you want to change
Yeah.
this, let's say welcome to fun facts. Would you like a fun fact? So then you go to code. Now let me show you how you can like you're asking copy paste some code, no? So you can write select right click and copy, or there is control C control V as this thing shortcuts for that. Yeah, so index.js being the main file. Let's say line number 8 is where the const or the function is starting, and line number 20 is where the const or function is ending. Let's say you want to copy that
Yes, ma'am.
entire thing from that point
8
8
to.
to 20. So I want you to select that like every single line. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Now control C on your keyboard, control C.
Yeah. Done, ma'am.
Come in the next line, that is 21 or anything. Once this
21,
function is
ma'am.
done, yeah, 21, because 20 is where this function is ending. No, you cannot create one function within another function. And you can simply control V to paste it. So control V is the shortcut for pasting. There you go. So this entire, new function comes in. So you can edit it however you want. However, I wouldn't suggest to create another function right now. For now, since this is the step one of Alexa skill, you can modify some functions over here. But this is how you copy paste. So if you see it is easily being copy paste, it's just that he should know key which function is to be copy pasted or which line and which part of the code is to be copied and pasted where. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
So Suvarchala also had the same doubt. Is it clear?
No, ma'am.
Like,
My doubt was different. Can I
could you
ask?
sure. Could you control Z Anam and then be on
Okay,
the
ma'am.
same page so that she can tell her doubt? Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am,
Suvarchala, you can go ahead, yeah.
can I share my screen, ma'am?
Sure. Cool. We can see your screen.
Ma'am, it's actually in the course page. Most of the lines are like copy and paste the following line of code.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm trying to copy this,
Oh,
like
yeah. From here, like this page is disabled
uh,
technically.
so
So,
it was very hectic to like
right, all
write
of it.
all this.
You can do one thing, no? One
I
sec.
tried to capture the image from Google Lens and copy the text, ma'am, but
Uh-huh.
it's not working.
Google Lens, one second. Let me just check. There is a website I used a few days back only. Yeah, one second. Mm-hmm. No, this.
Ma'am,
So in
even at
that,
the end we have the sample code, ma'am, but for all these things there is same sample code, ma'am,
okay,
so we couldn't access it.
okay. One second. I'll just show you
Yes.
the website. I was using it a few days back. One second. Yeah, this one. So try this once. I'm sharing the link in the open chat. Take an image, a small image of this code. Go to this website and put it there once. Yeah, you can keep your screen share, not an issue. Let's see if it is working or not. I have a couple of them. I am not getting the one I was working on that day. This is another one. Yeah. So just take a picture of the course wherever the code is there, no? Just take a picture of the course and upload it here. How will you take a picture? Open snipping tool from your laptop. Go to your start button. Open snipping tool. Online won't be able to save it. Close this. Go on your start button. You have an app in your laptop. Um, Start button, or you have a search option at the bottom. Go to search. Yeah, snipping tool. The first one. Yeah. I want you to go to the course first of all. First, go to the course. Uh huh. Snipping tool is the one open that is on the extreme bottom and right hand side. You see, just next to Chrome. You have three Chromes, no, in your what is that called? Taskbar. Yeah. Open it. Click on new, like you want to capture a new snip. Uh huh. Uh, Draw a rectangle for the code. Yeah. Okay. Control C to copy it. Now let's see if it is copying pasting it, else we'll just save it. Control C done. Now go to that website from wherein, yeah, just next to it. Extract text from an image. Uh-huh. Paste it over here. See if you can paste it without saving. No? Okay. You will have to save it. So go to snipping tool again and control S. Save it in a particular file folder. You can delete it later on. Anyways, now that you have extracted text, control S to save it. Just make sure you know where you are saving it. Once saved, minimize this and upload it over here in that extra. Yeah, I think it's the last screenshot. So click on that, open, okay, upload. Give it a minute. It should come in that box of extracted text, and from there you can copy paste it. Scroll down. It is finished, but you haven't got any extracted text from it. Could you go and click inside that extracted text wala box? Yeah. Double click anything in that which we are not able to see.
No, ma'am.
No. Say start over once. Just upload it once again. Let's try. Upload. There you go. So could you copy it? Just check. Like okay, cool. Copy text. So yeah, you can do. Like there are various websites to. You can just say online website to extract text from an image. So you'll get a number of options. You can use any. So anyone is facing this issue, no? Just paste this website. I mean, just bookmark it so that you can use it later on, whenever you get time. Okay. So now coming to the showcasing of the skills that you guys have developed. So let's start off with Sushma. Could you showcase the Alexa skill that you have created? In the Discord, I had mentioned that today's class will actually be driven by you, and you guys will have to showcase the Alexa skill created. So, have you created any Alexa skill, and would you like to share your screen and show that to us and also explain it? Sure. Could you please share your screen? And while you are explaining, try to unmute yourself and speak, because if you type it out so much, it will be difficult for you also and for us also. You can share your screen, open up Alexa, and then you can unmute and explain to us what is happening. Till then, Anam, if you could make that changes like change the welcome message and also we'll also come to you to see what these things you have created in the skills. Okay. Sushma, could you share your screen quickly? Yeah, we can see it. Good. Okay. Tutorial, food ordering, cool, hello world. Scroll down. You have created a cool, cool, cool. So, which one would you like to showcase? Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Mm-hmm. Open. Mm-hmm. You're choosing rock. Okay. You played rock and I played rock. It's a tie. Okay. What's your next move? Paper. You played paper and I played paper. It's a tie. Okay. Cool. So, could you or will you be able to actually show the code? I mean, explain the code to me. If you can go to the code and explain it to me, because today we'll be going into the depth of rock, paper, scissors. For people who haven't done, we'll actually go ahead and create all of those things. So, if we go ahead and have a look at what she has done, it'll be easier for us. Cool. So, would you like to unmute yourself and tell us what is going on in the code? Okay.
So here I use a switch case, ma'am.
What is a
Uh,
switch case exactly?
this in Python. This is it was in JavaScript.
Okay.
So if machine choose rock and the person choose rock, it will show the like type when both the persons will choose the same. It is the
Mm-hmm.
time. And in another case is if machine choose rock and person choose paper, then machine will win. So
Mm-hmm.
like that, all the games, ma'am. I use all the roles
So
in
switch
switch
case is
case only,
basically you
ma'am.
are checking if mine is rock and computers Alexa's is paper. So you are doing an if else. So
Yes,
switch
ma'am.
cases are used for bigger if else's, like if else writing has round brackets, curly brackets. Just to avoid that confusion, we have cases. Cool. So what after that? After cases, have you used what intents have you used, and what
And
utterances
if
have you used? What intents and what utterances have you used?
oh, wait,
Okay.
ma'am, I show.
Okay.
So here game intent I use only.
Okay. So if we go inside the game intent, what are the
So
various intents? Yeah.
so my choice action and only action. My choice is something action. I would like to do
Mm-hmm.
some action and choose action. All these are intents for game.
Cool. Why do you think these action, the ACTION, is in curly brackets? What do you think they would mean when you put something in curly brackets?
Ma'am, it's a slot.
Mm-hmm. It's a slot whose value keeps on changing. Sometimes you might say,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to choose rock. Sometimes you might say, I want to choose paper or scissor.
Yes,
So it's a slot because
yes,
the
ma'am.
value keeps on changing. Cool. So that's
So
great,
I'll.
Sushma. Mm-hmm. That's great. We'll be going in the depth of it. Like we'll go step by step. Like currently, if you see some part of the code might not be that clear. So at the end of today's session, we'll just take one of your codes and just create a rock paper scissors right from the start to just make sure that we are on the same track. Cool, great. Now let's go to Anuradha. Anuradha, have you created any Alexa skill and would you like to share it with us? You can stop sharing, Sushma. Thank you so much for being cooperative and following. Okay. Anuradha, are you there? Could you please try to reply to the question? Anuradha, are you there or you just. Okay, never mind. We'll go back to her later. Anam, are you done with making the changes to the code? Would you like to.
Yes, ma'am. It is done.
Okay. Would you like to present and explain the changes in the code done by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I want to explain about fun facts, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is my code, ma'am, and I have changed the intent handler from hello world to fun facts intent, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some of the list of fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
Save and deploy and go to test.
Okay. Welcome. You can say hello. Later on, just change this also. You can just say welcome to the fun facts. Would you like to get a fact or something? Okay. What can be the next thing that we are going to put? Okay. Hmm. So what happened was you created. Could you go to code for a second?
Okay, ma'am.
So you changed the intent name from Hello World to Fun Facts Intent. Could you just go to that part
Yes.
of code? Yeah. 22 line, you see, Fun
Yeah.
Facts Intent. The
Intent.
fun and facts, both F and F are small. If you scroll down, if you just scroll down at the very bottom of your code, over here also 147, you have called the Fun Facts Intent Handler. But actually, we have not really changed the name of the intent under the build. So can you go to that build option at the top, just next to code? Yeah. In the left hand side, you should have an interaction model as an option. Yeah.
Yes.
Interaction model intents. If you scroll down over here, you have a fun facts intent, you see. So वहाँ पे
Yes, ma'am.
fun facts intent was different. यहाँ पे it is different. So can you click on fun facts intent? So वहाँ पे scroll up, scroll up. हाँ. So FUN FACT. It's all of them were small, right?
Yes.
So over here also, all of
All
them
the
need to
caps.
be small. Yeah. So you can edit it.
Oh,
You can actually go over there. Uh-huh. So it says you just triggered it, but it did not really get executed. So now saving option hoga. If you scroll up somewhere, yeah. So you have save and build model. Once this is built, okay, build is started. Give it a minute. Once this is built, then test it.
okay, ma'am.
Then what we'll do is all of us will just try to create the rock paper scissors by understanding what exactly is having one step at a time. And all of you, let's say one of you will be volunteering by sharing your screen. Others, you will just have to do it on your side. So whenever you get stuck somewhere, you have an error, put it in the chat.
Hang on. నాది ఆన్ చేసుకోండి.
Sure. Not an issue. I have muted yourself. I have muted you. So open TTT testing. Welcome. You can say hello or help. Now over here, in order to execute the intent, you will have to give one of the utterances. So you had used three utterances for fun facts. Could you use one of them? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I guess this was one of the ones, no? I mean, one of the few that you have added in the code, is it? You're on mute, huh? Just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. So the only issue was the intent name wasn't changed. Apart from that, it looks nice. So, have you done the reprompt over here? Meaning, if I give me a fun fact once again, will it be able to give me one of the fun facts of your? Try it once again. Any utterance, matlab, give me a fun fact or whatever utterance. Just check.
Lightweight cookie board.
It is
Okay,
doing
could
that.
I? Cool. So meaning the reprompt is on. It is take. If you scroll down a little bit in this right side, at the bottom, if you see there's code is there. Yeah. So if you
Yes, ma'am.
scroll down, over here you should get a reprompt. You see line number 9th reprompt. And reprompt means that line number 9th on the extreme right hand side. So
Yes,
reprompt
ma'am.
means that it can take inputs from you again and again. You have uncommented it in the code. If you comment it in the code, then it wouldn't take any reprompt. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Cool. So any doubts in here?
No, ma'am. It's clear, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's take. I think it will take almost an hour. We'll try to create the this thing, the rock paper scissors game. So if you want, you can start sharing your screen. So Suachala, would you like to share your screen, and would you be volunteering the code? Is that okay?
Ma'am, I actually have phone, ma'am.
Oh,
So
okay, okay. So Sushma or Anam, since Anuradha anyways isn't replying, so Sushma or Anam, who of you would be uh, cool to volunteer? You will have to share your screen and follow the steps, and others will be doing it on their side. So Sushma, Anam, any one of you wants to volunteer, or should I pick randomly, which I do not like? So if anyone wants to volunteer, Anam, Sushma, any one of you?
Ma'am, can I?
Sure, go ahead. So I want you to share your screen, and others like Sushma Suachala being on the phone. I'm not sure if it was that easy. I haven't created any skill on the phone, to be very honest. So all I would like you to do is, if you are able to, try to do it. If you are not, then just have a look at it. Maybe also look at the session recording later on, and then we'll just see. So rock paper scissors is what we'll be creating. Rock paper scissors me. Now let me ask a few basic questions. Okay, whenever you are playing rock paper scissors with your friends or something, how many minimum number of people are required in rock paper scissors? Minimum. You can put it in the chat if you want, not an issue. So how many minimum number of people are required to play? Two. So over here, let's say one is you, okay? The other one is Alexa. So you having a brain, you can choose rock, paper, scissors directly. But what do you think? How will you make Alexa pick up the rock or the paper or the scissor? Alexa is a machine, right? So how do you think you will manage that? Think about it. How will you ask Alexa to pick up either rock or paper or scissor? Think. Take a couple of minutes and think. Let's see. What do you come up with? What do you think? How will you make a machine pick up rock, paper, scissors? Or what will be the go-to algorithm for that? So what we will do is we'll try to create a small container, okay? And in that container, we'll have three things. We'll have one rock, one paper, and one scissor. And then we'll ask Alexa to pick up randomly things from here, random things from the container. In the previous session, you remember we were asking Alexa to like pick up random fun facts. So in a similar way, it will pick up random rock, paper, or scissors, whatever from the container. The only extra thing that we'll have to do is, first of all, we'll have to put slots for the user and for Alexa. Why? Because Alexa can pick any value. It can either be rock or paper or scissor. So can the user rock or paper or scissor. First thing, first extra thing is slot. The second extra thing is writing the if else. Like if the user picks up rock and Alexa also pick up rock, then it's a tie. If the user picks up scissors and Alexa pick up rock, then Alexa wins. If the user picks up scissors and Alexa picks up paper, then Alexa loses and we win. So we'll have to compare all of them. So if you see, the basics is still the same. The only thing that changes is the desired output getting in this scenario. So let's start off. So you can share your screen with me, Anam, and let's begin with creating a basic skill. Others, I'm expecting you to create it on your side so that as and when we go, whatever we are seeing, whatever doubts we have, you can just ask it from me. You can share your screen with me. Let's start off with the first thing, that is creating the Alexa skill. Anam wants to say something. Cool. We can see your screen. So let's go to Amazon Developer Console and let's create a snap initially. Custom. Yeah. Let's do it in JS only. I think that should do, since we have done already in JS. This would be good. Give it a minute. Everybody be on the same track so that whatever code we write has an explanation for you as well. Build is complete, yeah. Okay. Let's first go and give it invocation name. See which invocation name you find the most. Rock, paper, scissors. I think it should be fine. Let's see. Deploy as well, yeah, build as well. Just test it once before you actually go ahead and change the slots and all. So everybody, I hope everyone has created the skill and gave an invocation name. Shwachana, I wanted to ask, could you actually create a skill on the phone? Can you do that?
Yeah, ma'am, I'll try.
Okay. So try it. Let me know how it goes. Go to test and just open rock, paper, scissors and just see if it says welcome and all. Yeah. Open rock, paper, scissors, scissors, whatever. Okay. Cool. Works. The invocation name works. Now let's understand a few things. The first thing we'll do is we'll like how you change the hello world intent to make it fun fact intent. In a similar way, over here also we'll first of all change the intent name. So let's go to code and let's change it to some intent as Suvachala, no, as Sushma had created it. Let's go with almost the same way. So code. Let's name it as game intent. You can modify the hello world intent handler to game intent. So find where the hello world intent handler is. One cool thing, guys, see, one function can be there more than once, right? So you can do a control F. Control F, what does it do? No, it will find things for you. When you do a control F, game intent, okay? Cool. It will be here also, 25. So that is why I was saying. That is just an output. You can change the output later. First, make sure speak output means whatever Alexa is saying. So game intent. Of course, you can go ahead and change the hello world to whatever you wish to. And at the bottom also, you will have one. Yeah, change that to game intent as well. So changing the intent name is just for the purpose of making it more, readable to understand. Now, in that game intent handler, no, that you created, instead of hello world, you can just say what is your next move. If you scroll up, not here. This is though with custom agent. You can just do a control Z over here. No changes to be made over here because that is a dot property. If you scroll up, we had created, no, we changed that hello world to what? Game intent. Scroll up. Scroll up. You're on mute, huh? If you are saying something, so you're on mute. Nothing to be changed over there. Okay. So you can just scroll up. In that function, scroll up. Yeah. In that function we had created, we modified, no, uh, game intent 22, and that speak output was there. So that speak output, you can just say what is your next move. So every time it will ask what is your next move every single time. Speak output, scroll down a little. In that function, Anam, the one that you modified, yeah. Speak output is hello world. Can you modify it to maybe what is your next move? So every time when we reprompt it, it will make sure that it is asking what is our next move. Yeah. Next move. You can save it and deploy it for now. So all we did was change the name of the intent and change the output and added the intent in the execution part as well. So let it save. Then what we will do, we'll go to build, change the utterances now. That what the user will say. User will say sometimes say I choose rock or just rock or my choice is rock or my chosen action is rock, whatever. So that we'll put in build. So let's go to build. Now, first of all, in build, let's go to interaction model and assets. Sorry, intents, my bad. Yeah. In here, we modified the hello world to game intent. So let's go to hello world. And first of all, change the name at the top. Yeah, game intent. Uh-huh. Now, if you scroll down, no, these are all the utterances of the game. You see, there are five different, one to five of seven. It's like there are seven utterances for saying. So you can delete all of them. Just click on delete, and they will get deleted. Now we have to add our own utterances. Basically, the intent is that the Alexa should tell you, okay, I have chosen rock, you have chosen scissor. So now, first of all, my choice is what is the utterance? Utterance is something that you will say to Alexa. So to Alexa, you will say my choice is rock, or I choose rock, or just rock, or my chosen action is rock, whatever. You can say so many things. But you see, instead of rock, I can also say scissor. My choice is scissor. My choice is paper. I choose rock. So this part is varying. So we call it as a slot. So let's see on how to enter different slots. So in here, let's say I choose, that stays the same. I choose. And then in curly brackets is where you put your slot. I choose space in curly brackets. When you start your curly brackets, this is a slot. Let's say action. Let's name our slot as action and end the curly brackets. So whatever you put in curly brackets is called as a slot and is changing. You can press an enter. It will add directly. So in a similar way, let's add a few more. Cool. Let's add a few more utterances. You can just say choose and then action. I can say no, choose and then action is always what? My slot. Yeah. Cool. Then let's say I would like to choose and then action. Whatever utterances you can think of at the moment. Okay. My choices. And also we can user can just say rock. Matlab directly action also user can give. Uh-huh. Directly action. So you can start off directly with curly bracket. Yeah. My choice is done. Okay, my choice is to. Okay. Whatever utterances you can think of. Okay. Action. You can also try one directly with action. Meaning, what if I'm too lazy? I'm just like rock or scissor or paper. So start off with curly and just action. User not interested in putting any prefixes or suffix. So in curly brackets, just action. Cool. Any more you can think of at the moment? I think this is fine though. Ah, you. Uh-huh. No. You do not have to put a constant value. Do you think every time user will put scissor? No. User can put any. No. User can put rock, paper, or scissor. So you see, we have put action in curly brackets, saying that action will keep on changing. Action over here means it's either rock or paper or scissor, any of them. Okay.
Okay.
So I think this is pretty much okay. You can scroll up, save, and build the model. If you have any more, guys, you can just add it into your model. If you have any more utterances, just make sure your action is also in the curly bracket. So you see, it is giving an error. Slot type is invalid. So the first thing we could have done was given it the slot name. But okay. So now, if you make this go down on the left side in interaction model itself, you should have a slot type, I guess. Oh, there it is
Yes,
slot type. Yeah. So you can click on add a slot type because this is something that we define. Let's say action type or something. Action type with a one single name. T, you can put capital like camel casing without spacing. Yeah, just don't give space within. Okay. And say next. I mean, just add the slot type. Cool. So the slot type is there. Now it is asking you values. So this is the slot. I mean, this is the place wherein you said that something will keep on changing. So what is that thing that will keep on changing? The user's choice. So how many choice does the user have? How many choice does the user have? Whenever you are creating a rock, paper, scissors, so how many choice do you have?
3, ma'am.
3. So add them one at a time. So rock, enter, like add that one slot, meaning that can change. Again, paper, enter, and scissor. Okay. Scissor or scissors, whatever. I think scissor should be fine. Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Scissor and paper. So 3 of them are added. Cool. You
So,
can save it and deploy. So you mean that these are the 3 values which will keep on changing by the user. So guys, people who are in the call who are creating an Anam also, we'll solve that one second. Any doubts so far? All we did was created an Alexa skill, changed the hello world intent to game intent, came to interaction model, changed the utterances with the help of slot, thinking that action is going to change. And then simply added the slot name as action type and the 3 different values that we want to change, which is rock, paper, and scissors. So any doubts so far, guys? Anything that we did not understood or is still unclear, including Anam and everybody present in the call? You could please go on the chat and let me know. Sorry.
even though it is showing 2 errors, ma'am.
Yeah.
At
Because
slot.
we created slot, but we haven't given it to the intent. So let's try to do that. So you can make this go down again once, and then make this small thing go down. Yeah. If you scroll down over here, let's just check if this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. On the left hand side, could you just go to interaction model once again and in the intents that we had created? Yeah. Yes. If you go to that game intent, the one that we were modifying. Mm-hmm. Scroll down, you might have slot thingy. Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
just
action.
select just go to the right side. It asks you to select the slot type. So which slot type did we create? Action type. So you can click on action type. Now you can click on save and deploy. So it's like you created a slot at the top. Yeah. Multi-value if you put, then at one point of time you will have to give rock and paper and scissors, which is technically not possible. So one at a time.
Okay.
So there you go. It built without any errors. You see, 0 warnings and 0 errors. Cool. So any doubts, guys, before we proceed to modifying the code and all? Anyone, Sushma, Suvarchala, and Dhanashri, anyone? Any doubts? Clear? Okay. Cool. Give it a second. Since there are slots, it will take some time. Done. Cool. Now it's actually time wherein we change the code in our intent, which will be a pretty big code. So let's go. Let's do it one by one. So you will go to code and you will go to the same intent that we created, since that is the one which is executed every time. So if you see, you have a code right there, launch request. It says hello, welcome, and you can say hello or help. So instead of that, you can just say welcome to rock, paper, scissors, and what is your move? Instead of that welcome message at the very start, yeah, you can just say welcome to rock, paper, scissors. What is your first move, or what is your move simply? Paper, scissors, and what is your move? Cool. Now, the first thing we will do is, you remember we had to ask Alexa to pick randomly. See, we created that utterances for us. The utterances that we created were for us. Like if I say I want to choose rock, so that utterance will get evoked. We haven't created anything for Alexa from where Alexa can choose something. So what we will do, we will try creating a container for Alexa from where she, Alexa can choose. She wants to take rock, paper, or scissors. So that we will do at the top on seventh line. Why is that? Because you want it to be global, meaning available throughout the code. So let's have a constant actions. You can keep ACTIONS capital so that it is highlighted throughout your code. Yeah. So that whenever you want, you can find it. Is equal to square brackets. I hope everybody remembers what a square bracket. Square bracket is basically an array type of data structure wherein you can store more than one value. So in first quotations, you can say paper. In second quotations, rock, comma. In third quotation, scissor. Sequence can be anything, doesn't matter. But just make sure कि वहाँ पे जैसे rock, paper, scissor you said, no, I think all the small letter was there. The same you will put here. So in first quotations, either rock or paper or scissor, comma. In second quotations, the remaining values. Go ahead. I would suggest putting single quotations in Alexa.
Okay.
So single quotations, ROCK rock. No dot for dot तब डालते हो when it's a file. Is that a file? Not really. That is just a value. Yeah. So rock, come outside, comma, again outside, because these are three different values. Comma. Yeah. Yeah. In second quotations, paper or scissor, whatever. Uh-huh. In third quotations, scissor is pending. Yeah. You want, you can press an enter after this line so that you can keep a track of what you have added in this particular session. So what did we do? We created an array. We created a big container in which we are storing three different values. Now it's time to go ahead and change the game handler. I mean game intent handler. So let's go to the function game intent handler. Also, do you want to test it once before we start off? Like if the 14th line is working, welcome to rock, paper, scissors. Save it, deploy it, and let's try to test it once. So that if there is any error at this moment, we'll just try to solve it. Put is equal to, where she has put actions is equal to only, I guess.
Yes, ma'am, it is equals to.
Okay, let's see Sushma once. So let's try to test it. If we are facing any issues, we will just check it. Open rock, paper, scissors. So welcome to rock, paper, scissors. What is your move? Now over here, if I put any of those utterances, What were my utterances? Direct action, meaning I can directly put rock, or I can say I choose rock, or my action is, or my choices. So if I put that, then Alexa should be like, okay, I chose rock, you chose this thing. So then something tie or whatever happens. Yeah. So if you put this, currently nothing will happen since currently we haven't compared it. It will just keep asking what is your next move without giving me a result, right? So now we have to use that speak output in here to get a result. So let's go. In the function game intent handler. So in the function game intent handler, we already have a speak output which says what is your move. So let us, okay, let that, comment that for a second. If you scroll down, just be in that function game intent handler. This is fine. This is just the launch request, not this one. Now this is working
23.
fine. We tested it. The one that starts on 23rd, that is the function that we are about to edit and all. Yeah, you can scroll down. No, you don't have to comment the function. So how will it work? Yeah, scroll down, show me the entire function. This is where we'll be working. Yeah, all I want you to do is comment out the line number 29 for now. What is your next move will come later, once at least one this thing is given. Yeah, just before this, or after this, wherever you want, come in the 30 line. What we will try to do is come in the 30 line. Yeah, we'll try to create a variable or variable, var or let, both of them are fine. So var or let.
Voice is cutting here.
Oh, I want you to create a variable. How do you create a variable? You can either do a var or an let, both of them are fine. Okay, var space.
Yeah.
Let's create a variable named reprompt output. What is reprompt output? This will be the one that will ask what is your next move again and again. So let's have a variable reprompt output.
When you
Reprompt,
put equal to,
no, first variable space and then name and then equal to. Yeah, reprompt, reprompt output. You can keep the O capital because JavaScript. Variable name can be just a single word. You cannot have space in between them. Yeah. So just remove the space. This is one single variable.
yes, business.
No space. Yeah. Is equal to now after the reprompt output is done. So this is how you create a variable. And in quotations over here, you can say, what is your next move? What is your next move? So this will be the reprompt output. Reprompt meaning once the user has given, let's say I chose raw, Alexa will give the result saying who lost, who won, and then after that it will ask what is your next move. Now what I want you to, why is 32 line giving an error? Can you just go to, acha, speak output is not there. That is why it says speak output, please speak you have done, but it is not there. Okay. Can we come at the end of 29th line and press an enter? Just before that reprompt output, can we go to the end of 29th line and press an enter, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, press an enter. Can you create a const? First of all, the first thing we need is we need to request a value from the user. So let's have a const created. Const user action. User action is the variable wherein user ka action will be stored. Okay, is equal to, now this particular syntax is like already predefined. We say handler input, and yeah, the first one, handler input. No, handler input is a single word. None of them in JavaScript will have a space in them. Yeah, the first one, you can just click on it. I is capital. I is capital. When you get the suggestions, no, you can just click on it. Okay. Handler input dot request envelope, no spacing. And there is no spacings in JavaScript ever. Yeah, dot
Request.
handler input
Dot.
dot. No. Handler input. Just make it handler input. Backspace,
This.
backspace, 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 backspace,
Okay.
backspace. Request, no, not required. Handler input only. Yeah. Dot request envelope. Request envelope. Yeah, the first one. You can simply click on that. Yeah. Dot
Okay.
request. Dot request.
Request.
Just request. Okay. Yeah. Dot intent. Dot intent. Yeah. Dot slots. Dot slots. Dot action. Action. Dot value. So what this will do, no? This particular line, line number 30, this will go into your handler input, the function that you have for taking the input from the user. It will go inside the request, inside the intent, and within the intent we had slots. You remember the action slot. It was our intent only. No, I chose this. My action is this. My choice is this. So then it will go inside the slots and it will pick up the value for the action you have chosen. That is what. In the next line, let's go to the next line. Let's have a variable created. Variable speak output. In the next line, you can press an enter.
Okay.
Yeah. Variable speak output. Space just after var is that's it. var space speak output. That is the name of the variable. Okay. The second one, if the first one, yeah, is equal to empty quotations because initially we do not have any speak output. Yeah. Alexa will decide what is to empty quotations. That's it. This speak output we will use for Alexa, where Alexa will say, okay, the game is tied, or I won, or you won. So all we have done so far is at the top we created actions array, put 3 different actions, and modified the game intent handler in such a way that the first thing we are doing is getting the value from the slot that the user is putting, and created a variable for reprompt output. So any issues so far, guys? Anything? You can put it in the chat if we have any issues. Sushma, Suvarchala, Anuradha. Okay. So now let's go in the next line. Now the next thing we have to do is make Alexa choose this thing action from that action array you created at the top. The same way we made Alexa choose random facts, exactly the same way. So can we come after 32 line? Let's now write it after 32 line everything. You want, you can press a few enters. After 32. Yeah. You can press a few enters, doesn't matter. Yeah. So first of all, create a const. In here, we'll keep Alexa's action. So constant Alexa action, const space Alexa action, just a name again, is equal to, where will Alexa get its action from? From that array you created at the top, right? Is equal to actions. Wasn't it all in capitals? Actions. Yeah. So from the actions, the third one, if you see, the second one, okay. Square bracket action being an array, it will go inside the array. We'll say math in capital, math dot floor, so that it will floor the values or round it off. Round brackets, round math dot floor and round brackets there itself. Yeah. Inside the round brackets, math in capital. Inside the round brackets, yeah. Math dot random round brackets multiplied by, multiplied means come outside the round bracket, just one towards the right. Yeah, multiplied is that asterisk symbol. Actions dot length. Actions, the capital ones, you can just click on that. Dot length. What does this mean? That Alexa will be choosing the action from where? From that actions array. But how? Randomly. So how many elements do you have? 3. So the length of the actions array is 3 because there are 3 elements. The very first element is at position 0, the second element is at position 1, and the third element is at position 3. So that is what, sorry, 2, 0, 1, 2, sorry. So that is what we are trying to check. It will pick up randomly. One more thing in the next line. Now let's combine Alexa action along with user action. So create one last const. Let's name it as combo or something. Combo. So it will have a combination of both of them. Equals user action. You remember at the top we had created a variable. Yeah, user action. The second one. Plus Alexa action. Plus means you are just combining. So agar user chose rock and you chose scissor, so the pair is called as rock scissor. If I chose Alexa action, are you okay? Now finally, let's use the switch cases. Why are we using switch cases? For if else. You are just checking, no, if it is rock, then the game tied. If it is rock, paper, then you played rock. Alexa will be like, you played rock, I played paper, so I win, and so on. So these will be the different switch cases. So come in the next line. You want, you can leave a line. This will take a lot of space of your code. Come in the next line. We'll say switch, SWITCH, round brackets and curly brackets. In the round brackets of switch, we put the condition round brackets. First
Okay.
round brackets, yeah. And after the round bracket comes the curly bracket. In the round brackets, after, outside the round brackets, not inside. Backspace the curly brackets. Yeah. Yes. And enter, and then put the second curly bracket. Enter, and then put the close cool. Let's go in the round brackets of switch. In the round brackets of switch, we put the variable or the constant whose condition you are going to check. So which is combo, just combo, since you have already created a const for that.
Mhm.
Cool. Now let's go in the curly bracket. In here, you can create various cases. So enter, you can just say case, CASE case, space. The first case, now let's go with rock. So in quotations, rock, meaning Alexa also chose rock and you also chose rock. Yeah. Come after quotations, you can put a colon and semicolon, comma nahi, colon. How do I show colon? 40, yeah, colon. You can press an enter and go in the next line. That will be fine. So speak output. The second option, if you see, is equal to Alexa saying in quotations is equal to in quotations. This Alexa will say, okay, what will Alexa say? You played a rock, I played a rock, so it's a tie. In quotations,
Alexa.
you played a rock. This is something that Alexa will say. So Alexa will say, you can cut ALEXA from there. Instead, say you played a rock and I played a rock, so it's a tie. And I played a rock, yeah, so it's a tie. Inside the quotations only. You should also tell me the result, no? So you played a rock, I played a rock, so it's a tie. Game draw ho gaya. And no colon after this. The colon only after case. So it's a tie. Now you can tie, tie. When the match draws, when it is a tie, yeah. And cool. And come in the next line, we'll do break. Why is a break required? To break a case so that you can, go ahead with the next case. What I would like you to do, Anam, is copy the 37, 38, 39. We'll just keep pasting, rather than you having to write them again and again. Yeah. Copy, Control C. Come in the next line and paste it. एक ही case नहीं है ना. We have rock, paper, rock, scissor. So again, paper, scissor, and so on. So this case, let's make it rock, paper instead of rock. Let's make it rock, paper. Yeah. तो यूजर ने प्ले किया रॉक एंड एलेक्सा प्लेड पेपर सो आई विन सो स्पीक आउटपुट विल चेंज यू प्लेड अ रॉक आई प्लेड अ पेपर so I win. Yeah. So I win. Basically, Alexa is saying she won. You can paste it once again, and the third will be rock scissor. We are just saying rock के साथ और कितना बचा है rock paper and rock scissor. I would suggest you to maintain that indentation. Do a Control Z, no? Yeah. Third, let's say rock scissor. So Alexa will be like, you played a rock, I played a scissor, so you won. ये हो गया हमारा एक रॉक का. We are left with paper and scissor. You won. Now let's have next case, which will be starting with paper. So let's say the first one is paper rock. Yeah. Okay. So the next case, let's say, is paper rock. We are just changing the starting wala. Pehle starting rock, paper, rock, scissors tha. Now we are like paper, rock. So let's go. It will say you played a paper, I played a rock, so I win. So I win. Paper, rock mein, yeah, rock wins. Next case, paper, paper le lo. So you played a paper, I played a paper. It's a tie. You played paper, I played paper, so it's a tie. What can be the next case for paper? Paper, okay, let's see.
Paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors. Okay. So you played paper, I played scissor.
Let's. You win.
Paper and scissor mein who do you think will win? Will paper cut the scissor or scissor cut the paper?
Scissors cut the paper.
So Alexa played scissors, so I win. This Alexa is saying no. Last, let's go for the 3 cases for scissor. So go ahead. Let's see. Scissor, 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 paper, scissor, rock. So sequence doesn't matter. You can go ahead with any sequence. Scissor, rock. So you played a scissor. I played a rock. So who wins?
So you win.
I win. Because if you say scissor and rock, if I hit the rock on the scissor, scissor will get damaged, no? Yeah. Okay, let's have a next one. Okay. There is one space before. Cool. We are working with scissor. Scissor, paper. Okay. So you played a scissor. I played a paper. So who wins?
You.
You won. Because you played a scissor and scissor cuts the paper. One last.
Scissors, scissors.
Scissor, scissor. Okay. So now we have all the switch cases with us. All we need to do is now we need to speak the speak output and the reprompt output. Also in here, one more default case happens, which is break. Default matlab if any of these cases didn't work, then what? So if you want, you can put that. You can press an enter. So instead of CASE case, you just say default. You can press an enter.
Yeah.
Default means if any of the above cases didn't work, then what? So your computer shouldn't go and crash. Default colon break, meaning it will just come out if there is any other default value. Default colon break. Break means it will come out of that particular thing. Good. We'll just have to modify 67 and 68 line. That's it. So 67, speak output plus reprompt output, both of them. Along with the speak output, we should also get reprompt output. Yeah. Cool. And the 68 line, you can uncomment it. so that the reprompt happens, like it keeps happening, and add a reprompt if you want to. So यहाँ पे in the reprompt, one second, in the 68 line ka reprompt, don't say add a reprompt if you want to keep the session going and so on. You can cut everything that is in quotations and instead just say reprompt output, the variable we created. You can remove the quotations as well. Yeah. And remove the quotations as well, because when you put it in quotations, no, it means REPROMPT and not the variable. Yeah. Reprompt.
Reprompt output.
That's it. Yeah, the output. And close the. So it will just keep on asking you the same things. So let's see. Let's try to test it. Let's see if it is working. So save and deploy. Then we'll come back and read the code once again. Okay. Deployment successful. So let's go and try to test it. Rock, paper, scissors. Welcome to rock, paper, scissors. What is your move? So now you can use any utterances. You can say my choice is either whichever you want to choose, or you can say just rock, paper, or scissors. You remember there was one action also. So we'll try any. You can try a few of them. You can start off with one of the utterances we had given.
Simply rock, man.
Okay, will do. ये भी एक utterance we had. That is why. Okay, rock. You played a rock, I played a scissor, so you win. What is your next move? So you see, वहाँ पे there is no space. So we can actually go ahead and give it some space also. Like we can give some space with quotations. So that we can do. We'll do it later. Now let's try with different utterances. You can say my choices, and instead of rock, choose some different choice and say.
Because it's scissors.
Will do. Let's check. So since you played scissor, I played scissors, so it's a tie. Acha, whatever we have written, no, in that cases, we haven't given a full stop. That is why there is no spacing. But yeah, that's fine. So I hope now you know ki whenever if we give that full stop, it'll work fine. So now you can also say, cancel or something. So that cancel will go into end ka intent. There are predefined intents available, like how hello world was there. So bye, goodbye, and cancel are also there. So that is how the execution development ends. So now if we go to code, let's have a look. Yeah. So what we did initially was, so everybody, let's please pay attention. The first thing we did was 7th line. We created a set of actions that we needed to perform. So rock, paper, and scissors. Not like we needed to perform, we needed the Alexa to take from. So Alexa either picked rock or paper or scissors randomly. Then what we did, 23 line, we changed the intent from hello world to game intent, first thing. Yeah. We in 30 line, the first thing we did was got the slot values from the user. Slot values meaning either rock or paper or scissors. That is the predefined syntax to do so. Intent.slots.action.value. It is present when inside it. Variable speak output is the one that Alexa speaks. Alexa every time is speaking different. No, Alexa sometimes say you chose rock, I chose this, I win, you chose that, I chose that, it's a tie. So she's speaking every time different. So that is why initially we kept it empty, meaning बाद में it will change. We have a variable reprompt output, which will keep on asking this again and again. What is your next move? That is constant. So that is why in quotations we made it. What is your next move? Static value, constant value. We have a const Alexa action. Actions me it is going mat.floor, mat.random. It is picking up the random value from where? From actions itself. So you have only 3 values. So any 3 values, any one of the 3 values it is picking randomly. Then you have a variable combo or a constant combo, whatever, that is combining user action along with Alexa action. And we have created switch cases for that. So you are like switch combo and then case rock rock. So rock rock means if the user action is also rock and Alexa is also rock. So then what? If the user action is rock and the Alexa action is paper, then what? So we have created different cases or different possibilities. And at the end, while we were doing the default means if any of the cases does not match, what if you said something else, apart from rock, then what? So it will just come out. It won't crash your code or give errors or something. Last but not the least, if you scroll down, in default, you can also put a speak output saying, Ki, do you please put a valid user action. That also you can do. In line 64, no, instead of break. So that also you can do. Then last but not the least, in that dot speak, we have said speak output plus reprompt output. We have actually spoken both of them. While you were testing it, I hope you saw it said ki you use this, I use that, it's a tie, and then what is your next move? Reprompt output had what is your next move in it. So that is what. So is the code clear to everybody? And we had created slots earlier that we had. So go to the code once. Let me know if this is clear. If there is any doubts, no, please point it out over here so that it will be easier. Because today is the last session wherein we'll do Alexa skills. Coming Friday will be our last session, and that will be for Python, the last chapter in conversational AI. And then we'll be done for this particular course also. So make sure you're utilizing today for asking any doubts if you have. So any doubts with the code so far? Anam, Sushma, and Anuradha.
It's clear now.
It's clear. What about Sushma and Anuradha? Clear. Okay, cool. So that's great. So you can come to the main page, Anam, and you can stop sharing your screen. Thank you for being the volunteer for today.
That is
All right. So now, before we proceed, I'll just share my screen with you guys. Let's have a quick storytelling, and we'll do the quizzes, and we'll wrap up for today. So, oh, I'm sharing my entire screen. 1 second. I'll just share a particular window so that it is easier for you also. This one. Cool. Can you all see my screen? This one is the storytelling. Today we are looking at how AI is used in space. So artificial intelligence actually has revolutionized many aspects of modern life, including space exploration. We have heard of astronauts a lot, but we usually think, how are they surviving over there or how are the conditions over there, what is happening. So initially it was pretty difficult. In the earlier days, it was actually pretty difficult to understand space and all of that. But with the help of AI, now that it has been introduced to space also, it has actually revolutionized, the jobs that we do in space. It has been used in space missions for decades now, helping scientists to better understand the universe and improve the space exploration efficiency. You see, every single day they come up with, okay, now there is a blue moon happening, or, they come up with different scenarios. The other day there was a Venus conjunction with the moon. The other day, all the 5 planets were in conjunction with the moon. So, all of these things are possible with the help of AI. Exploration is possible. If I give you some cool statistics, so exoplanet discoveries. So in one field called as exoplanet discoveries, AI has helped a lot. It has helped in improving the efficiency of identifying the exoplanets, resulting in an increase in deficiencies. I hope everyone is aware of the Kepler mission that was carried out by NASA. It used AI algorithms to analyze the data. It actually identified over 2,700 confirmed exoplanets as of September 2021. Then it can also help in asteroid detections, so that people can be made aware of, and if the asteroid is coming by near to the earth, so the place can be vacant and all. So all the AI algorithms have been used to improve the accuracy of asteroid detection. NASA's near earth object, we call it as NEO, wide field infrared survey explorer, so NEO-WISE is what is called as. That mission has used AI to identify over 34,000 asteroids as of September 2021. Mars exploration, AI has also played a very important role in enabling with the exploration of Mars. NASA's Curiosity rover, which landed on Mars in 2012, it also uses AI to autonomously navigate the planet's terrain and perform the different scientific tasks, to check if the soil is habitable, if there is water on Mars, etc., etc. It has also been used to identify potential landing sites if there are any future missions on Mars. Spacecraft navigation. So AI has enabled spacecraft to navigate autonomously, improving their ability to explore the universe. There was a Juno spacecraft by NASA, which was studying Jupiter earlier. So it uses AI to navigate through the planet's intense radiation field. As we all know, Jupiter is pretty harmful, but still, AI makes it easier to perform tasks. So there was there were some discoveries that were going on. So AI in space, there was Emma Alexander someone. So the AI powered images basically that you can take for the space. So that telescope etc. was created, and it was created taken in mind. The different what can I say, angles and the different length at which the planets are available, and basically how exactly we can get clear images of them. So there were different discoveries made when you talk about AI in space. AI tool actually becomes a bull when it comes to space exploration and astrophysics. They have well-known computer vision algorithm, which is working faster and it produces more realistic images of the spaces and applied to astronomical images from ground-based telescopes. There are various types of telescopes available. So this particular innovation that is taking astronomical images from ground-based telescopes itself and the quality being this high, this was created by Northwestern University researchers. And the research is actually published. So I'll be sharing that on Discord so that you guys can have a look at it. When you go to the So when you actually go into the depth of how AI is being used in space, it is like like a lot of details available. So I'll just share a few links in which we will be looking at how AI is used in space in detail. So I'll just share that on Discord with you guys. So let's just wrap up this session. But before that, we will have a small quiz. So I hope both of you are available on Discord at the moment. So I'll just post the questions over there and let's see. This one is all about skills. So if we are aware of the skills, we should be able to get it. Cool. So Sushma, can you also join Discord quickly so that I can post it there? I can already see Anam there. All right. So there we go. What is an Alexa blueprint? Is it a tool that allows anyone to create a custom Alexa skill without any prior coding language available, or is it an Amazon device used to create custom voice skills, or a programming language which is used to create custom voice skills? Let's see. So what is it used for? What do you think a blueprint might be used for? This was there in some of the earlier sessions. Okay. What do you think, Sushma? Why? What is Alexa blueprint? What does the name suggest? Okay. So it is a tool that will allow you to create custom Alexa skill and you do not need any programming language or coding knowledge for that. Now, how can participants customize their Alexa blueprint? So how can you customize it? By following prompts and filling out the required fields. When I say fields, no, I'm basically talking about intents and utterances. That is what I mean field. or by using a programming language, or by purchasing an Alexa device? How can you customize? Customize as in the Alexa skill is there. All you have to do is just customize it a little bit. So how do you do that? When I say customize A, cool, by following prompts and filling out the required fields, basically the intents and the utterances and all of that. Cool. What is the purpose of this test skill button in that Alexa device that we have? What is the purpose of that? E, to preview. So to preview how the Alexa skill would work. Yeah. Now I'm not sure if you have seen this. There are some already available examples. So let's see if you can take a guess on this one. So there are some already available examples of Alexa. So which one do you think it will be? Custom, yeah. So custom Q&A, trivia, and storytelling, these three are already available for Alexa. If you see, whenever you say something, some things are already available and you don't even have like really created it. These are the pre-skills available. Then, cool. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. So let me just stop sharing my screen. And now that you guys are present on Discord also, let me first share in the badge for today, and then I'll share the attendance link as well as the um, feedback form and review form. So two people only. So quickly fill up the attendance sheet. I'll just share the badge till then. There you go. I have shared the badge. Once you fill up the attendance sheet, do let me know, both of you. I'll also share the trust pilot along with the other review form. Okay, cool. Just a second. Insert a row and let's paint it. Cool. Let me share the trust pilot. If you haven't done the trust pilot review, please click on it and do it. This is not for this session, okay? This is for your experience throughout the course. Course is what I'm saying, not the training session. And the last form that I have shared, that is for your feedback for today's session. So let me know once both of them are done. Are both of them done? One the trust pilot and the other one the normal feedback form, which I absolutely forgot to share it the last time. Okay, that's great. Cool. So we were able to create the Alexa skill. I hope you guys just do some hands-on all by yourself also, and do let me know on Discord if you are facing any difficulty. If possible, you can also ping me personally by clicking on my ID and saying message if you have any doubts. When we meet this Friday, as I said, that being the last session, we'll have hands-on on Python. So just make sure you have a look at the last chapter of Python, and we'll have a look at it. We'll do some hands-on again, because when you talk about programming language, you cannot do programming language by all theory. We'll have to practice it also on a particular environment. So that we'll do in the next session. So before we wrap up for today, guys, anything that still stays unclear in your mind? Do we have any particular doubts on anything that needs to be looked at once again? Any doubts from any of you? No? Okay, that's great then. So then I'll see you soon in the next session, which is on Wednesday, same time, the last session for the course. So till then, have a good evening and take care of yourself. Have a nice day ahead, guys. Goodbye. Thank you so much.